Hey everyone, it's Mike. I'm just leaving my new place. Sorry for the mount, it's probably going to bounce around a little bit. Great sunset. So I just dropped off a load. I have a 12 by 6 trailer, and I decided to drive back. So I live in Phoenix. Well, I used to live in Phoenix, and I'm moving to Vail, Arizona. So it's about a 2.5 hour drive, and I've been. It's a property that doesn't have an HOA, doesn't have a. Their properties are bigger. It's 1 acre. This thing's shaking a lot, isn't it? It's a 1 acre property. And the big thing is it's got a separate shop. It's not huge. It's about 700 square feet. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it's seven and change. It's 100 square feet. And so I've just been making runs back and forth. I think that's my third run. And most of the stuff in the house is gone. I still have the big stuff like the couch and the chair or whatever, dining room table. But the mountains behind me have snow on the top of them. It did snow here yesterday, just a little bit. As you can see, there's nothing on the ground anymore, and it's at higher elevation than Phoenix, so it's a little bit cooler, which is nice. It's kind of cold actually, but I mean, I was walking around with shorts, a short sleeve shirt, so I guess it's not that bad. But it'll be about 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the summer, which is nice. I'm pulling this trailer with my Dodge Dakota 2001, 170,000 miles on it, and fingers crossed that it survives. This trailer, it's 12 by 6, but it can only hold about 1,400 pounds. Or 1,600 pounds approximately, I don't remember. But I can't get enough of these. Well, we're in a ditch now, but these sunsets. You got Mount Lemmon in the background there, and it's a nice area. It's away from. It's only 12 minutes to a Walmart, which was one of my requirements. Had to be at least 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes to a Walmart, and 22 minutes to an airport, which I travel for work sometimes, so I needed to be in a reasonable distance to an airport. And it has a shop, and it's got some property, and so it's just a matter of moving all my stuff. So I'm headed back, and we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, it's the next day. Drove back to Phoenix last night, and I'm just here continuing to dismantle the 20 years of stuff that I've done. So I showed you this in the first video, my home automation, home theater rack, which I crudely put together with some wood, and I'm taking it apart. So I had run all these go to the speakers in the master, and these actually go all the way up there. So there's a projector up there, and that was not fun. I actually, this is a vaulted ceiling. I had to crawl across that ceiling over to there and run the wires. But this was before HDMI. So I'm actually using component video, and yeah, so that would have been a long run for HDMI, but I guess they have fiber HDMI cables now, but that projector does not use HDMI. So I do want to remove this. The problem is, I believe some of these wires are actually still connected to stuff, so I need to go up into the attic and make sure that they get all disconnected before I start pulling things out. And as you can see, I kind of made a mess in here. There's a hole here. There's a couple holes here. There's a giant hole here with all the wiring. And there's actually a hole up there. And you can see that there's two 1.5 inch conduits. So what I did was I ran conduits from here to a central place in the attic. So right when I come out, right when I go into the attic, I can see I have that tube right there, that conduit, and there's a string in it. And so if I ever needed to run a wire from here to anywhere in the house, I had the conduit already set up, because this is pretty far back away from the area that you go up into the attic. So it was, I wouldn't want to have to come over here all the time. So I plan to do this in the new house as well. It might be simpler. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, running it will definitely be harder. It's a lot longer run. But we'll see. And I'll plan to video that. But it's indispensable. I mean, like, I just can't. It's so useful to do this because you only have to do it once. There's actually another tube that I say tube, I mean conduit, that goes from that central area all the way down to the garage area. And then there's another one that I have a bunch of them in the house. So if I need to run a wire just about anywhere, I can do it mostly through these tubes, conduits. I don't know why I keep saying tubes. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I plan to continue doing that in the new place, and we'll see how that goes. I bought the conduit already, but it's definitely not going to be an easy job, and I definitely need some help with it. So stay tuned for that. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, I made the video, showed you my living room. A lot less stuff in here now, and I'll show it to you again when I'm ready to load the trailer. Hey guys, it's Mike again. Alright, so it's been a couple days now, probably. I've made a couple of runs to Vail. My living room is looking a lot less crowded, and still working on getting stuff out of here. Started working on the garage, getting stuff out of there. And I really need to start working on like taking the Bose system down, getting the TV off the wall. I have smart switches that I want to take out and put regular switches back in. I already did most of that. Actually, the whole house had X10 switches pretty much everywhere. When I first moved here, I put X10 switches in, and they started slowly going bad. The caps inside them go bad. And so most of them weren't working. And honestly, I only use like 2 or 3 lights in the whole house. So I had replaced those with, I believe they are TP-Link switches. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look that up. But they're really, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, because they don't require a hub. They're Wi-Fi. They work great. I haven't had any problems with them. I integrate them directly into my Node-RED home automation install. And that's actually running on my Synology NAS drive in a Docker, I think. And so anyway, I want to take those out. I got to uninstall the cameras, Ubiquiti cameras, the doorbell, clean up the backyard. There's still a lot of work to do here, and I'm still trying to get everything out. In the meantime, I'm actually trying to sell the Camaro. I just don't drive it a lot. I really love the car. Just absolute great car. I mean, it's a street legal go-kart, but I don't drive it a lot. I don't want to drive it. I'm afraid of chipping the paint, and like it's not comfortable to drive in that I'm too worried I'm going to break it or mess it up, crash it or I already had a big rock hit the windshield. It's just, I don't know, it's just too nice to drive. I know that's ridiculous, but it is so much fun to drive. But I'm trying to do that. I was going to bring the Camaro down this weekend, but because I have one person interested in it, so might keep it up here for another couple weeks. And then this weekend's kind of busy. Going to try to make a run tomorrow with the trailer, and then have some tower climbing on Saturday, probably. And then the problem is this weekend the eastbound 10 is closed, so that kind of really messes things up. So I'm gonna try and not make a run this weekend. That's why I want to try and make a run tomorrow morning, or no, tomorrow night, and then come back Saturday morning, or maybe I'll take off tomorrow. I don't know, but make a run down there, come back on Saturday morning. The westbound side, which is the way I'll come back, is still open, and then I'll be here all weekend working on the house, doing those things that I just said, taking stuff apart, packing it up, and we'll do another trailer run on Monday. I'm actually off on Monday, so I'll definitely be heading down there. So that's it right now. I've been meaning to set up a time lapse of loading the trailer, even though that's not very exciting, but I'll do that. All right. So one thing I need to do is pull apart this desk, and I already started. I took a monitor down, actually 2 monitors. I brought them over to the new house so that I can set up a computer over there. That's been the biggest challenge with this move, is that normal people, like people that aren't me, say, hey, I'm going to call a mover, and they're going to move everything all at once. No, me, I got to do it the hard way, and I buy a trailer, and I go back and forth 800 times with little, shipments. And so part of it is having to, part of it is, one, I need a place to sleep in both locations because I'm constantly going back and forth, staying overnight, and 2, I need to work in both locations. So I've been lugging my work laptop back and forth every time I go, just in case I stay overnight, I can work in either location. In any case, I need to set this up. I need to tear this down, and I'm going to take this desk. This is all built in. I think I showed you this already. I need to take this desk down, and I'm going to take it with me. I'm going to actually install it at the other location. It's going to need a little editing. There's actually this is one piece, this curve up to about here, and then this is another piece, and then there's a small piece in the middle, and so that piece just needs to be extended a little bit. And I was thinking about changing the top anyway. So all these are stick-on vinyl tiles, so it's nothing. And I may even have an extra that I could just kind of patch it up with. I don't know. I got to see, but. Yeah, that'll be an adventure getting that set up over in the other location. The problem is that I need to paint that room first, because that's a whole different story. I haven't even gone down there. I had the whole house replumbed. Like every square inch of pipe was changed in that house. So there's holes there were holes all over the place. They're all patched, but they're not painted. So I need to paint them now. So I need to do that before I install this desk. So a lot going on. This is my awesome to-do list, and it's a long road. So stay tuned for the next one.